In 1979, the Los Angeles Dodgers were a very successful team. They had won 3 World Series titles since moving to their new home and had appeared in the Fall Classic 3 times during the decade of the 70s. But Dodger owner Walter O'Malley knew that there was something missing. The city was roughly a quarter of its population being Hispanic. Most of them Mexican Americans didn't have a baseball player from their home country to cheer for.
Eso cambió el día 9 de abril de 1981, cuando el joven de Choaquila tomó la lomita en el juego de apertura en Dodger Stadium. Fue una actuación magnífica a lanzar un juego completo con blanqueada.
Throwing complete games would become the norm for the rookie. His next 3 starts would be complete game victories on the road. After allowing just 1 run over his first 4 starts, he returned to Dodger Stadium for his first start there since opening day. The atmosphere was electric, and there was a new fan base in attendance.
Piensa que todo el mundo aquí tiene el espíritu de Fernando Valenzuela y piensa que todo el mundo tiene la fiebre de Fernando. We want Valenzuela to keep it up and keep pitching like he pitched, and he is the greatest, like Muhammad Ali.
Y yo pienso que todos los Dodgers están jugando bueno, también Ron C, todos le han de dar some kind of gratitude towards the whole team, but Valenzuela is great. I love him. The Dodgers are number 1. All right. Nunca me pierdo un partido de béisbol cuando empezaba Valenzuela.
Yes, this was the player Walter O'Malley had been hoping for. The young lefty, who seemed to look towards the heavens prior to every pitch, lived up to the moment, throwing another complete game shutout. April 27, 1981, was the day that the phenomenon known as Fernando Mania was born. And the after effects of this cultural moment continue to be felt 38 years later.
La temporada de Fernando Valenzuela siguió siendo increíble. Empezó la temporada con marca de 8-0 y logró lanzar un juego completo en cada una de sus victorias. 5 de esos triunfos fueron por blanqueadas y llegó a contar con una racha de 35.2 entradas sin permitir carrera.
And Fernando Mania wasn't isolated to Dodger Stadium. It would follow him wherever the Dodgers played. He would finish the 1981 season as the National League Rookie of the Year, Cy Young Award winner, and no one has ever accomplished that feat in the same year. And most importantly, in 1981, Fernando became a world champion.
Woo! Fernando waiting and waiting. He's got it. The Los Angeles Dodgers have just about done the impossible.
Oh my God, it gave me chills. Oh, just waiting for that day.
Fue seleccionado al Juego de Estrellas en sus primeras 6 temporadas con el equipo y ganó 2 veces el Bat de Plata, Silver Slugger Award, por su tremendo bate. De 1983 al 87 tuvo un promedio de 13 juegos completos por temporada. En 1986 ganó 21 juegos y 20 de ellos fueron juegos completos, la cantidad más alta en la historia de los Dodgers desde que Sandy Koufax lo hiciera en 1966.
On June 30th, 1990, Fernando would pitch a no-hitter against the St. Louis Cardinals. The magic of Fernando Mania was not finished yet.
Fernando ready in the strike 2 pitch. Is hit back to the box, dribbling to second. Samuel on the bag, throws the first double play. Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter. If you have a sombrero, throw it to the sky.
El
goal of the Legends of Dodger Baseball is to recognize those who have made a lasting impact on the team, both on and off the field.
Sería difícil nombrar a otro miembro de los Dodgers de Los Ángeles que tuviera un impacto más significativo en la organización y en toda la ciudad que el del número 34.
Congratulations, Fernando Valenzuela. You are indeed now and forever a legend of Dodger baseball.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome from Spectrum Sportsnet LA, Alana Rizzo.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. We're happy that you're here. Welcome to the final event, the final inductee of 2019 of the Legends of Dodger Baseball. Once again, we are honoring a player who has made a significant impact on and off the field, as well as in the community. Tonight, Fernando Valenzuela joins Don Newcomb and Steve Garvey as the legend of Dodger Baseball. We would like to take a moment to introduce the guests that are here tonight with our guest of honor. Please give a Dodger warm welcome, a Dodger Stadium warm welcome to Fernando's wife, Linda, daughters Linda, Maria, and Cecily Valenzuela, and Fernando's grandchildren, Tatiana, Luna, and Athena. Okay, smile and wave. One of the greatest and most recognizable baseball scouts in the business, the man who found Fernando for the Dodgers, Mike Brito. From one of the greatest scouts and recognizable in the business to one of the greatest broadcasters in the business, not only in Spanish broadcasting, but in all of broadcasting. The man who was by Fernando's side during Fernando Mania and would later become his partner in the broadcast booth, Hall of Famer, Jaime Jarini. And a former teammate of Fernando, who was often on the receiving end of the legendary screwball. And on June 30th, 1990, the battery mate during that no-hitter. He played 13 years for the Dodgers and went on to lead the Anaheim Angels to their only World Series title. Please welcome back to Dodger Stadium, where he belongs, Mike Scioscia.
Yeah, Mike!
Thank you, Alana. I want to tell you what a great privilege it is for me to be here, to be part of a ceremony for one of the best pitchers ever to put on a Dodger uniform. But more importantly than that, one of the best people ever to put on a Dodger uniform and go out here on the mound and compete. Fernando came up in 1980. He didn't pitch much. In 1981, he started opening day because of an injury to Jerry Royce and shut out a team that we had lost to, knocked us out of the playoffs in 1980. And right then you knew there was something special about Fernando. Everybody could see his great stuff. I never caught anyone that could do more with a baseball than Fernando. And we, as the Dodger catchers, were told we're going to catch the cream of the crop. And we did, coming through the system. Guys like Don Sutton, Oral Hershiser, Bobby Welch, Jerry Royce, Ramon Martinez, and go on, and now Clayton Kershaw. Dodgers had the cream of the crop of pitching. So everyone could see Fernando's natural talent, what he could do with baseball. What we couldn't see was his heart. Fernando would go out on the mound, fearless, make pitches on any count to any hitter with a confidence that you just don't see in many players. The one thing about Fernando was he was always accountable, and he is always accountable. If he would lose a game, he didn't point fingers. He didn't say, oh, the umpire made a mistake. He took all the issues that might come with losing a ball game, and he moved on. That's important to all of us, and that's why he was a great leader. Fernando, I was going to say a couple things in Spanish, but you always told me my Spanish is crappy. So I'm just going to say, Fernando, muchas gracias por todo. God bless you and Linda and your family. This is an honor well deserved. God bless you.
Thank you, Mike. And now to share a few words is the man who broadcast Fernando's accomplishments to an audience longing to cheer for a hero they were connected to. There was no better person to do that than the Spanish voice of the Dodgers for the past 61 seasons. The one and only, the great Jaime Haney.
Thank you very much, Alana. First of all, it was an honor to share the microphone with the greatest of all the baseball announcers, Vince Scully, on that video. Ladies and gentlemen, queridos amigos, a todos muy buenas noches, muy buenas tardes. Es para mí un placer muy especial, muy grande, participar en esta muy merecida ceremonia de homenaje a Fernando Valenzuela. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor for me to have been invited by the Dodgers to participate in this great ceremony. I go back to 1980 when we were playing on the road, and here comes this young fellow, a little bit chubby, long hair. He wanted to reach the major leagues. He was Fernando Valenzuela. He stayed with the team as a reliever for a couple of weeks. We were in Houston when he reached the Dodgers. Then we moved to Atlanta. And that was the day that Fernando pitched for the first time in the major leagues. It was September 15, 1980. Bruce Benedict was the first batter that he faced, and he was out on a fly to center field. To me, the Fernando mania didn't start in 1981. For me, it started in 1980, when Fernando was called to face the Houston Astros in that final series of the year. The Dodgers were behind until we reached the three last games, but the Dodgers won those 3 games, forcing another extra game. Fernando came from the bullpen, and he did what he has been doing, shutting out the dogs. When he came to that series, he had pitched 52 scoreless innings in San Antonio and the Dodgers. Many people thought that he should be starting that extra game against Houston, but Tom Lasorda decided it was probably asking too much for this kid, 19 years old, who has never started a game to face in that critical games with the Astros. We lost that game. Next year, 1981, you know what happened. Echo Aquila was in the map of the major leagues, thanks to this Yankee, 19 years old. He started the first game of the 1981 World Series, 81 season, and he started what it is considered the greatest season that the Dodgers ever had in the history of the baseball game in Los Angeles. Fernando Mania was very, very special. I honestly think that we will never see another season like 81. Fernando should be credited as the ball player that created more baseball fans and Dodger fans than any other player. Because thousands of people from Mexico, from Central America, from South America, didn't care about the game, didn't care about baseball. They were only thinking about soccer and boxing. But thanks to this game, people got in love with baseball, and especially within the Mexican community, the fervor for baseball was amazing. People were going to church the days that Fernando was pitching. It was an unbelievable season. When I started with the Dodgers, the Latinos coming to the Coliseum was 8%. Now it is 42 to 46% Latinos coming to Dodger Stadium. And I think that because of Fernando, that interest in baseball created that phenomenon. So tonight we are honoring one of the best left-hander pitchers that we have seen. Along with Sandy Koufax, with Dan Drysdale, Oliver Hershiser, Dan Sutton, he is a very important part of that quartet of pitchers. Congratulations, Fernando. Ha sido un placer muy grande. Damas y caballeros, estamos rindiendo homenaje hoy a Fernando Valenzuela porque se lo merece. No hay pelotero alguno en Grandes Ligas que haya hecho tanto por el béisbol en un momento en que inclusive ocurría una huelga. Fernando Valenzuela creó una legión de seguidores del béisbol y lógicamente de los Dodgers. Establecimos una cadena de radio y los juegos de Fernando llegaban a todos los rincones de México. Los ratings de la emisora AT&Q subieron a un 9.6%, números sin precedentes. Así es que esta noche, con todo honor, rendimos homenaje a este zurdo de Chihuahua, a Fernando Valenzuela, felicitándole porque ingresa donde debía haber estado desde hace mucho tiempo, en el Salón de las Leyendas del Béisbol de los Dodgers. Fernando, felicitaciones. Y ahora voy a solicitar a los dos Mike Socha y Brito, que por favor pasen para develar la placa que simboliza la entrada de Fernando a la lista de las leyendas del béisbol de los Dodgers.
Thank you, Jaime. Gracias, Jaime, por eso. It is now my honor to introduce the newest legend of Dodger baseball, the great Fernando Valenzuela.
For me, it's honestly very small mentally, to be part of this legend of Los Angeles Dodgers. So thank you very much, and appreciate that one. I think it's, I want to say this. If it wasn't for you guys to sit in the stands, things not going to happen. Because you guys pushed all the players on the field to do it all the best and put the best for to win the game. So really appreciate all those moments you guys give it to me and to the Dodgers. I remember 1981. For me, they've been asking me many times, what is the best moment in my career? Right away, I say, 1981 World Series. I think that's the best moment for me. So, thank you, everyone, to be present tonight. And I think that 2019 is the year for the Dodgers. Good luck, guys. Go ahead. Thank you.